Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from T&J. And this week we are going up against number 7 Oklahoma State. Look at that. They're 8th in the nation in points per game, 22nd in the pass. I mean, this is going to be a tough game for us. So here we go, getting it started early. This time we're getting to Wood T on this one, and that's going to be Lewis Parker to open up the game with a sack. So facing a 3rd and 7, Wood T's going to find his receiver, Jalen McCleskey, that time for the 15-yard gain. So now they're at almost the 50-yard line, dropping back to pass is Wood T, and he's going to step up in the pocket, throw deep, and Cohen. They did not let me go after that. That one should have been picked off, but somehow they come up with the catch. He throws all the way across the field, and now they are inside the 20-yard line on the next pass to Tyrell Alexander, and on an end around to Greenwood. He's going to get inside the 10-yard line. So this Oklahoma State offense is just killing us on this first drive, and they get it to Justice Hill on the pitch from the option, and they get in for the touchdown. And this is going to be a tough game because we know how these air raid offenses work. I mean, it's like nearly impossible to stop. So here's Bradbury out for his next start, and remember Ashton Cohen got hurt last game, so now Bradbury's gonna have to step up, and on his first 2 passes cannot make any completion. So we punt the ball away to Oklahoma State, and you know this offense is gonna be high powered, and here they are running the fake screen, throwing it across the middle, this time getting it to Johnson, and that one is going to be a nice 10-yard gain. So facing another 1st and 10, they run like the same exact play, but Paul Miller drops a sure pick 6 on that one, and that one, you know, it's going to come back to bite us, because you know the Heisman, if you don't capitalize on plays like that, they're gonna come back firing. So facing a 3rd and 9 inside the red zone, they find an open man in the zone, Tylan Wallace for the touchdown, and it's gonna be a 14-0 lead. But we gotta show what we can do on the ground, because without Cohen, I mean, our passing game is definitely compromised. We have to throw a lot of short patterns, as you can see. This time Kevin Oliver is getting a 20-yard reception, and we got to get Alex Brown involved either in the passing game or the running game. So on a 1st and 10, 2 minutes left in the first quarter, this time Bradbury is going to run the ball, and here is Jimmy Ward spelling Alex Brown, getting past about the 35-yard line. So facing a 2nd and 10, this time on the end around, Herman Rogers comes back with the one-handed catch, getting up to about the 20-yard line. So facing a 3rd and 10, Bradbury's going to drop back. This time that's going to be a bad throw on that one. Ben Miller was wide open on the slant, but he overthrows him by a mile, and luckily the Oklahoma State defender just knocked it down that time and didn't try to intercept it. So now it's a 14-3 game. So now the first play on the next drive, John Waters, the freshman, comes up with the interception, and what a nice play that time in man coverage on their best receiver, McCleskey, and Wood T's going to make a mistake, and that one's going to be an interception for this defense, and John Waters steps up. So here we go, 3rd and 4 inside the red zone. Alex Brown, like I said, we got to get him involved in the passing game somehow, and this time he gets 6 yards for the first down. And on a couple of plays later, facing a 3rd and goal, Jimmy Ward gets in for the touchdown, and that's going to be trimmed down to about a 4-point lead. So here we go, we're on to the second quarter, and they got Justice Hill on their side, giving the ball to him, and they're going to get a nice gain that time. So Woodsy on a 2nd and 7, having all day to throw. This time throws deep, and John Waters gets burnt this time by McCleskey, and McCleskey is such a great receiver. I mean, he is a handful, but this time he burns the freshman John Waters and gets in for the touchdown. So now Alex Brown coming back out on the field is Bradbury in this Marquette offense, and we just had to get it going. We had to keep the pace with Oklahoma State because we know they have that high-powered offense, and Ben Miller barely gets the first down on that one. So facing a 2nd and 8, attempting to run the ball, but Alex Brown is going to get stopped on that one. So now we're facing a 3rd and 9, and Bradbury getting pressure this time, and it gets tipped at the line. So now we are going to have to come to a fourth down decision, but we actually punt the ball. So now Woodsy comes back out and leading this offense, and McCleskey, I mean, this chemistry that they have is just unstoppable up to this point. So here they are in a 2nd and 8, running that screenplay once again. They fake it to him, but they throw back to Greenwood, and somehow he sneaks through 3 defenders, getting up inside the 35-yard line. I don't know how any of us did not make the tackle on that one. So now we're in trouble. I mean, it's 2 minutes left in this half, and they got 11-point game going into score. So now on a 3rd and 1, Woodsy's going to attempt to run the ball, but luckily we get the sack and we call a timeout. So Javon Pennington comes in, and you know he's been pretty good for us the last couple of years, so we do get them to settle for the long field goal. So now it's a 14-point game, and we got a minute and a half to drive down the field, and Alex Brown gets an open lane. But look at that, our lineman, if he would have made that block, Alex Brown could have been off to the races. Check this out again. That's going to be Kilgore. He misses the block on that one, forces Alex Brown to slow down a little bit, but at least it's a nice 24-yard gain. And on a 1st and 10, Ben Miller making the move that time, getting up past about the 35-yard line. So facing a 3rd and 7, Bradbury's going to roll out, throw off his back foot, and that one's not going to be have enough strength on it to get there. So we have Davis as our kicker. He converts on that one. So now it's down to an 11-point game. So now 50 seconds left in this half, and a fumble on a screenplay. They're attempting to run a screenplay, and this time they lose a lot of yardage. So facing a 3rd and 18, we call a timeout. They attempt to run the ball, so they don't get anything. So I mean, we have another opportunity to get some points on the board. So now 20 seconds left in this half. Bradbury on a 2nd and 8. Look who's wide open. They forget about the best player on the offense, and Alex Brown gets in for the 48-yard touchdown reception. What a turn of events to end this first half. And look at that, wide open, nice touch pass that time by Bradbury. And here we are, we're down by 3 to start the second half. I mean, what a turn of events. So here we are getting the ball to Alex Brown, and here he is, he gets going. I mean, second halves is definitely where he shines. So he's getting going on the ground once again on the 2nd and 10, getting past about the 50-yard line. So now facing a 3rd and 3, Jimmy Ward's in this time, and he's getting inside the 45-yard line. So here we are, man. We're putting together a nice little drive here. So on a 2nd and 3, attempting to roll out, and we find Jimmy Ward. Nice block that time, and he straight trucks one defender, gets up inside the 10-yard line. So the running backs are showing some wide receiver abilities in this game. And here is Alex Brown at the end of the drive, capping it off. 3-yard touchdown run. That's our Heisman trophy candidate right there. Alex Brown getting in for the touchdown. So now it's a 4-point lead for Marquette. So here is Woodsy coming back out, and we have to stop this offense. I mean, it's just a handful here. I mean, look at all these guys open on these plays, but look what happens. Vince Cohen comes up with the interception on that one, and we force the much needed turnover. So what a great play that time by Vince Cohen. We forced Woodsy to throw 2 interceptions in this game. So coming back out on a 1st and 10, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. We attempt to throw deep, and Williams for Oklahoma State comes up with it. We get a little bit too greedy on the next drive, and Jamel Cooley had him burnt at first, but Bradbury does not have the arm strength to lead Jamel Cooley out past the corner that time, and we make an epic mistake because we let Oklahoma State back into this game. And facing a 2nd and 7, Woodsy's gonna find McCleskey one more time, and he's gonna get open inside about the 30-yard line. So facing a 2nd and 2 this time, Woodsy is gonna roll out right, but this time he's not gonna escape the pocket, and LaRue Wiley is gonna come up with the sack. So facing a 3rd and 4, 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Woodsy's going to find his receiver Wallace, and so many guys to guard on this Oklahoma State offense. It's kind of hard to keep up. So now Now they're inside about the 20-yard line. Woodt's going to hand off to Justice Hill, and Justice Hill is going to find an open lane, getting inside the end zone for the touchdown. And, I mean, this Marquette defense giving up 31 points through the first 3 quarters to this Oklahoma State offense. So here we go. Alex Brown coming back out on the next drive, and then on the next play, Ben Miller's getting a handoff, and he's getting a nice chunk of yards that time, 11 yards for the first down. So facing a 2nd and 3, this is the play that we ran earlier in the first half to get that touchdown. But this time Bradbury's going to find a running lane, get out of bounds inside the 25-yard line, and Bradbury can run it a little bit. So facing a 2nd and 4, this time Alex Brown's going to be open. One man to beat, but he can't beat him. He gets tackled inside the 5-yard line. So now facing a 1st and goal, Alex Brown's going to get open one more time, and they forget about him once again. They send a blitz, and Alex Brown is going to come up with his 2nd receiving touchdown of this game, and the 4-point lead is back in our favor. And here is Oklahoma State and Woodtee leading this offense back out onto the field. So 6 minutes left, and somehow they get it to McCleskey, and he stumbles up past the first down. So he's well over 100 yards in this game, 140 up to this point. So here's Woodtee back out, 6 minutes left, and he runs the ball, gives a mean stiff arm to the defender that time, and he gets the 15-yard rush for that one. And on a 3rd and 1, this time Justice Hill, we had all our bases covered except the running back, and they get the first down. So facing a 2nd and 4, Woodtee's going to have all day to throw. Look at this pocket, and he's going to just escape one defender, but the spy is going to get to him on that one. That one's going to be Corey Lurch. So facing a 3rd and 7, Woodtee's going to drop back, have all day to throw. This time he's going to find his receiver, and Hickman is going to get the first down. So 3rd downs are killing us on this drive. So facing a 1st and 10 this time, finding his receiver across the middle. And, I mean, this drive is just so long. 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter up to this point, and Justice Hill gets in for his 3rd rushing touchdown of this game, and now the 3-point game is in their favor. So now Alex Brown comes back out, getting the open lane this time, a 21-yard rush on the ground, and Jimmy Ward in on this next play, getting the nice 5-yard rush for the first down. Buck Kilgore there on the block, and here we are, 2nd and 5, and Herman Rogers once again getting in the slot position, and he gets the first down. So now 2 minutes left. I think we're leaving too much time on this clock, so I'm going to try to run the ball, try to milk this clock down, and 30 seconds left in this game. And this time Alex Brown's going to put the move on the defender that time and get in for the 8-yard touchdown run. And Alex Brown has an impressive game, a whole lot of yards in this one, receiving and rushing the ball. So now we have to stop them. They have 3 timeouts, and this time we get the sack on Woodtee. And on a 2nd and 13, Woodtee's going to have all day to throw. The pocket collapsing a little bit. He's going to attempt to throw the ball deep, but I don't know what that throw was. He didn't have the arm strength on that one. So here we are, 15 seconds left, 3rd and 13, attempting to run a screen play. And this was going to be stopped by Lewis Parker and Julius Macklin. So facing a 4th and 13, Woodtee is going to have some pressure. He's going to throw deep, but somehow McCleskey comes up with it. So now there is 3 seconds left in this game, and here we go. It comes down to one last play, one last heave. Woodtee throws the ball deep. It's going to be tipped around. Oh, and their receiver almost comes up with it, but luckily Marquette escapes, and that's going to be it. Alex Brown with the monster game. 2 touchdowns, 140 yards on the ground, 71 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns through the air. I mean, what an epic game. What a great ending that was, because we escaped another Hail Mary. And I mean, I can't say enough about our defensive line, at least getting some pressure. We come up with about 6-7 sacks in this game, and Justice Hill just straight tore us apart in this one, but we escape with the win, the upset on the road. So conference play, I mean, we need these conference wins in order to compete with the other teams in our division. Oklahoma coming up, so hit subscribe, hit that like button. But we escaped with a near disaster, but we come up with a win, so stay tuned. Let's go.